Crizo haven't been firing again. Little rusty because he can always be menacing.
Rightly mentioned. The away tough journey continues for Real Kashmir. They are yet to find a win on the road. Srini the Deccan, they would want to pounce on their opponents and leap forward in the league. And away with match number 74. It is Srini the Deccan against Real Kashmir. Srini in their blue stripes, attacking from right to left in this half.
The Srini the Deccan have lost thrice this season at their home. This is the worst record. Happened once before. Quick on the turn. They need to do well. Paulo Cesar, Amino, Boba, and Rolly Bonifacia.
You were talking about Deepak's inclusion and how well he has performed. Here's Ishant Singh, the assistant coach who is in charge after Kuya Morim parted ways with the side. We're talking about Deepak, who has been a revelation. You mentioned he'll somewhat be thankful to that red card for Sajid Thoth. Sajid was looking strong. He got a chance in the absence and he's made that spot his own.
A great football forward, blocked well by Alice Sabia. The angle being blocked. Asrar makes a start.
And good to see Atib Ahmedar back on the bench. He's missed a lot of action this season. Atib and Asrar, both of them can perform.
But again, the man who would count is of course Mohammad Inam. He's got lovely qualities, playing more central role today, just behind the hole. And this man knows what fight is. Has been a fighter all throughout his career. Ishfaq Ahmed.
Very loud away fans here, making it tough for Srinidhi. This is the area where Boba Minu troubles teams. Clearly a foul, pull of a shirt, unnecessary from Brandon, but he says there was a hold the other way as well.
Early pressure on Hamad. Brandon. A bit of shirt pulling. Hopefully not the leg.
I think Mohammad Aqib has been such a key player for Real Kashmir.
Well, he's a go-to man for all these set pieces, the long throws and whatnot. And he's done well. Look at that. Rolly Bonifacia with Abdul Karim. Pinning him down to the deck. The referee is very close. Zarul Islam.
We'll have a closer look. Just a warning for that as of now. 3rd minute of the game. Still having a talking with the official. Not sure if the card has come out. Ishfaq Ahmed is not happy with something.
He is complaining to the 4th official, Mithun Kumar Kundu. Ramsanga to work that angle. He can go with the left foot. Would he go direct? Well, a gettable distance.
He very well can. But there's something more going on in the bench. Might be some words exchanged between the two benches. Ishfaq clearly not happy with that. And he has got himself into the books. But there must be a definite reason. He's absolutely furious.
I think some words being shown in this Deccan arena. Early days here.
We'd love to see the Srinidhi side of the bench too.
Again, we saw Crizo coming to help. Ramsanga floats it, chance for a header. That was a free header at the end, but nowhere near the target. Could have been finished. Paulo Cesar.
Such a precise delivery from Ramsanga. Perfectly done, but the header from Paulo Cesar couldn't leap enough to get over the ball.
The timing of the spot jump was not correct. Aaron Lamba. This young keeper is doing well. David. Uncle Aurelian. Chilunga this season has been wonderful. What was it trying? Went quite a distance, Abhishek Ambeka. The early incidents playing into the minds of the players. Well, they have to stay focused.
Well, apart from all those equations and stats, one thing to keep an eye on, the two best defensive midfielders of the league this season, Chilunga and Ramsanga, on display tonight.
And Romavia also having a wonderful season. He can come from the wide areas. He scored a couple of goals. Hardik Bhatt, he is also doing extremely well. Deep into the area, chance there. Bit of mess up. And you can't mess up with David Castaneda. You give him a little space, he can bleed you.
A prolific goal scorer. But the Trinity Deccan fans are also making the away fans know that this is their home. And the drums are out. The beats are on. Can their team dance?
Now on the road so far, this Real Kashmir in the 4 games have just scored a couple of goals. That's been what has been really hurting them. They've conceded 6 goals so far in those away matches.
Ramsanga up with the initial clearance, and Chilunga on the other side, making the block.
Option from the right, cut in. Oh, that was a heel pass, delicate. And you mentioned about Chilunga, he has been excellent. Hardik Bhatt, taken away by Abdul Karim, so much physical.
This is one battle which is just getting more intense with time. Role Bonifacia with the challenge. Clearly a foul.
Yes, the Dutch wouldn't let him go. And Abdul Karim prefers normally to operate from the wide areas. And Paulo Cesar playing the central role. The number 9. Into the hole. Another day, Kamalis has scored a brilliant goal with the outstep of his right foot.
Oh, that is a mistake at the back. Abdul Karim, and not the best of cutbacks. And that is a brave block made by Elisabia.
And finally, Roli Bonifacia to the rescue. Again, suddenly lost focus. This Deccan Warriors, the defense of the Karim. Abhishek Ambeka had committed. The angle was narrow. And Paulo Cesar, not that quick on the turn. But that block was brilliant. The Brazilian experience. He has the captain's armband. A lot of responsibility for him. We've seen as many as 14 goals being scored by Trinity Deccan at their home.
Nice touch and move. Brandon has seen a pass.
They scored 5 in one match in that famous 10-goal match at this particular stadium when they drew with Shillong Lajong 5-all. It almost looked like a game of tennis.
Yeah, once this way, once the other. Tulunga.
We had a hat-trick from Douglas Turden. Great aerial ball. Can't beat Boba Aminu.
I think with Boba Aminu coming in, it will be very difficult for Trinity.
Again, dropped to the bench. Might be at times the positive ego of Boba Aminu being hurt, and he would come back more strong. Little pleasant reactions being exchanged. The two Brazilians.
Boba looks to be struggling. Not sure if they will have to make the change. Ishfaq still having a chat with the fourth official. Comes off David Castaneda's head. He's in the race for the Golden Boot. David Castaneda lost out to Alex Sanchez last season. Rolly has to be careful now.
Just in front of the eyes of the referee. We're talking about the fellow Brazilians. And absolutely pulls up Akep. In talking about the fellow Brazilians, again, they never come from a big town in Brazil. Paulo Cesar from Salvador. And falling back so deep to defend was David Castaneda. And Elisabia comes from a small town called Mogi Kauko. Quite apart, but again they speak the same language.
Akip to take the corner. It goes to the near post. And it was David Castaneda again. And that is a plan we have seen them execute since the last game. And Uncle Aurelian, he can run forward. A lot of pace. A perfect exchange. What can they do of it? Uncle Aurelian! And that was curling, and there was a touch from Zaid Bukhari to keep it away from goal.
Magnificent that from Uncle Aurelian. Just that touch. Look at that. Took it away, and that was dipping to the far post. This would be the better angle. That was curling, dipping as well. And a perfect touch from Zahid Hussain was going in. Excellent effort. But a very smart save by Zahid.
How did he generate a shot on target from that angle? We talk about XGs and all. Work for the statistics people. Uncle Aurelian, that deflection helps Real Kashmir, and Mohammad Inam can take it forward. They do not look worried at the moment. Paulo Cesar avoids the marking. Hardik Bhatt covers up for him. But he'll have a tough night, Deepak. First quarter played already at the Deccan Arena. It is 0-0.
Possession massively in favour of the Snow Leopards, the travelling side. 65%. Thrown deep. Cleared away well. David Castaneda again. Very difficult for Mohammad Inam to reach that. Real Kashmir trying to find a way through. So still no goals. The first quarter done. And again, Trinity Deccan have never beaten Real Kashmir in this fixture in the I-League. Rather, Real Kashmir have been victorious on 2 occasions, and the rest 4 have been the draw. Even the reverse fixture this season was a 4-goal thriller. 2-2 at the end.
Kamalisa has seen Akib make the run. Heavy touch to try and dribble past Hardik.
In the reverse fixture I mentioned, there were 3 goals in the first 15 minutes. With Trinity Deccan leading through that Uncle Aurelian 15-minute goal. And in the second quarter, Hamad equalized. And the rest were absolutely futile. Both the sides kept on attacking. No more goals were scored. Today, no early goals. Could we have it in the first half? Near to goodness. It all opened up.
That was a total mistake at the back, but Brandon's touch deceived him. He did not expect it, but that is sloppy. The ball just slipping away from Brandon. And good work by Zahid Bukhari. Came out in time.
He was quickly up this line, Bukhari. Brandon, you just can't believe it. Absolutely sloppy, such a gift. Wasted. He was cursing himself. How could that happen?
We'll have another angle to it. Such a mistake from the back. He wanted the touch away from the goalkeeper. It was straight at the keeper.
He was trying to round up the keeper. Didn't get that outside working. Hopefully Zahid should be okay. Crazy again.
Need a microphone attached with the GPS sooner, so we can hear all that's happening inside.
Some amount of unrest. Hope the better sense prevails now. Ishfaq Ahmed was very agitated. He was very vocal, complaining to the 4th official for possibly some words being hurled. Deccan Arena, a lovely setting. Of late, we have a lot of footballing actions. But here, a little issue for Said Zahid Bukhari.
It looks like some bleeding and cannot carry on with that. And the keeper has the right to get treated. And he cannot continue the game till he's up.
Well, they have a couple of shot stoppers on the bench. They have Furkan and, of course, Mohammad Arbaz, who played a number of matches before.
Yeah, there was a thumbs up from the area. Oh, the knee to the face.
What happened is the knee, it hurt directly on the face. And could be some bleeding. And of course, that is to the nasal bone and just the bridge of the nose. But he's a very spirited boy. Wants to come up. Will he be able to continue? That's the question. But truly, like a statesman, Brandon Van Roldewick went up. A gentle, friendly bat. And hopefully should be all right. He has been round for quite a number of times, number of years. Won the I-League for 2 different clubs. His own at the back in the Mizoram for Aizawl, and then for Punjab FC. They're almost approaching the midway half in the first half. But the game held up for the injury to the keeper, Zahid Hussain Bukhari. And for the ones who are statistically minded, there's been 6 meetings between the two sides, and Sunil Deccan have never been able to beat the Snow Leopards, home or away. But Real Kashmir have won it twice. Once last season, the reverse fixture, 4th of March, at this particular arena. Real Kashmir beat them 3-2. Krizo, one who's on the bench, scored a couple of goals. One from penalty. And Ifam Tariq Mir scored. And this was the incident. Then Van Roldewick tried to round up the keeper. Failed to get that contact, but his knee hitting the face of the keeper. And that's the reason of the game being held up.
The mandatory concussion check as well. The questions asked, the vision clear, the heavy strapping.
Well, the orientation has to be checked, and could be a nasal bridge or a nasal mask could help. The home fans are happy, but there's a number of traveling fans as well, and they've all come up with the yellow of the Snow Leopards.
Uncle Aurelian stopped by Shahid.
Abhishek Ambeg had a wonderful game. He's having a good season as well. Again, little push. Brandon dispossessed.
Paulo Cesar, he is through though. He has beaten Elisabia. Composure when they need it. Paulo Cesar gives Real Kashmir the lead away from home. And those who have been following know how crucial it is. Their 3rd goal away from home this season.
What a defensive lapse this. Absolutely stranded. And that one breakaway move in Paulo Cesar. The moment of calm, composure. And he gets his 5th goal this season. And look at that. Absolutely stranded. Hardik Bhatt, Elisabia not matching up with the pace. And Paulo Cesar, that one little touch. And to the right of the keeper. Celebrates in style. Paulo Cesar. His 5th goal. And the entire Deccan Warriors defense standard. But hope you didn't miss that Ishfaq Ahmed didn't celebrate. Was very muted.
He wants more. And Srinidhi need to step up. They haven't looked like they have taken the pitch on some purpose yet. Uncle Aurelian.
So we were looking for early goals. The one has come in the second quarter. That should be quite an amount of encouragement. Again, in a little tight situation there. Aryan Lamba. Was it only clumsy defending by the Deccan, or was it a sluggish tracking back?
Both, and that might have been one of the reasons why Elisabia was shifted to the bench at times, even though he's got a lot of experience. No doubt about his quality though. David Castaneda clearing most of those chances, but oh, all the yellow shirts left free, and the offside flag has gone up. A sudden switch off again.
This is what is happening. What's gone wrong with the Deccan Warriors defense? Look at that, Akib. And of course, Paulo Cesar was in offside position and just couldn't beat the flag. Pulled up.
Abdul Karim got an assist to his name because of that. And Paulo Cesar can run onto it again.
That 3-2 victory. Real Kashmir back here for Srinidhi Deccan. Rilwan Hassan was the scorer. And Eli Sabia did score one. Zahid looks alright.
That was some pass attempted. Romavia to Brandon forward. The understanding is there. Brandon across very heavy, but then again there were two in the box. Uncle Aurelian should have been the one wide.
But that was a wild pass at the end. Uncle Aurelian wins it. Not to David Castaneda. Straight to the keeper. And talking about that match on 4th of March 2024. Was a red card again. And who else? Mohammad Sajid Dutt for the Srinidhi Deccan. Kamalisa just got a little injury on his eye.
Too aggressive. Oh, and then the stamp. Probably not intentional, but then it was very painful.
But all happening right in front of the official, Zairul Islam. Was the attempt of stamping from Telanga? Looks so. And that could be a very serious offense.
Kamalisa still getting some treatment. Might be a cooling break, looks like. Yes, indeed. And the drinks break in the first half. You mentioned the weather conditions.
Would all the players be going for a drinks break? It's pretty hot and humid out here. And they're all walking up towards the technical area. The drinks break because the real feel is, of course, more than 30 degrees Celsius.
Nishant Singh just wants his boys to calm down, but this was the goal. The touch from Abdul Karim. The defense stranded. The pace was too much to catch up for Ali Sabia. And Paulo Cesar, the number 31, outpacing the 13 and scoring an easy goal.
But what made the difference was Paulo Cesar's that one little nudge just ahead of Elisabia, and that little extra pace, that speed he generated, that absolutely put Elisabia far behind, like that final thrust given by a sprinter. Excellent conversion, kept his cool, such composure, this Brazilian, slowly coming to his element. And that Real Kashmir victory back home, that was a 2-1 victory, 6th of December 2022. A variation here.
Half an hour played. Real Kashmir have a slender 1-goal lead. I think as much as you would want David Castaneda to defend, but at the same time, because he's the only one up front today and not William Oliveira with him, you would want him to stay up. Because the other night against Aizawl, we saw David Castaneda defend a lot, but then they had William up front.
I think the formation is hurting them a bit. Uncle Aurelian setting it up. Great block again, Mohammad Hamad. And Uncle Aurelian was trying to get past Hamad. And David behind him.
Handball and a free kick for Srinidhi. When will Raleigh finally click for Srinidhi? Somewhat the chest or the shoulder. Floated forward, too long and too easy.
You're looking safe, this is Zahid. And Raleigh, that one, aerial, too much of elevation on that. Cleared all those blue shirts. A number of them around. David Castaneda. They mentioned a 4-4-2 formation, but they're primarily going with a 4-2-3-1 formation, with David Castaneda leading the line.
And Raleigh holds up well. Uncle Aurelian again trying to work through something different.
There were 3 yellow shirts blocking his way. Asrar.
Let's be honest, we have seen some brilliant bit of work from Uncle Aurelian in the first few matches, but in the last few games he hasn't quite been in the top of his form.
Paulo Cesar trying to hold up. Losing possession. On the break. Brandon. Lovely setup. David Castaneda. Not the best of touch. Laying it back. Romaria. What did he do? Found Boba Abeno.
And there were 2 options on the left. Probably didn't hear them out. And the flag will go up against Paulo Cesar. Challenge was on the ball. Abdul Karim was hoping for a free kick. But then, was that offside because it came off the defending player?
Elisabia. Hope he makes some amends. Doesn't allow room to Paulo Cesar. Uncle Aurelian, great. Lovely touch. But a touch too many. And finally cleared away. Kamalesa.
The right word used, a touch too many. Paulo Cesar, second time offside in the last few minutes.
Has to play to the flag. That's what has been a problem for Paulo Cesar. He's already scored 5 goals, including the one here. 6 goal contributions so far. Had 1 assist.
This time he opts to pass, and that is a fantastic pass towards Abhishek Ambekar. He has created a couple of times this season. Back to Aurelian from where it began. Brenton. And looks for David. Hit the dummy. And now a test for Deepak.
This time Elisavia guarding his zone. A wild clearance again. The local support, very vocal. Well, they have different age groups, all very tender and young, but have great enthusiasm for the game.
They need to change something. They at the moment are looking like they are just playing, and Royal Kashmir on the other hand, they are playing with the purpose of winning.
Good ball into the vacant area. Abhishek Ambekar. The planning was good, but again the referee blowing up. Shahid Nazar.
I think Ishant Singh will look up to William Oliveira or maybe even Faisal Shaiste. They have such quality on the bench.
Will they have to try and get something working in their favor? William Oliveira can, of course, put a lot of pressure, physicality. The Brazilian. And Faisal says they can create pressure again. Quickly moving into position. Asrar. He is quite a regular feature, leading the entire band. And each one joins the chorus.
Advantage allowed. Inam has made it one. And Deepak had it covered. But I think these fans are the reasons why you give the name Faithfuls.
Deepak had it covered. Paulo Cesar goes down to the deck. A little helping hand from Chalunga as well. Friendly gesture.
Hope you could hear the shouts from the bench. Come on, referee, bring out the cards. And the referee is there to decide. He will bring it out when needed. But of course, frustration growing. Oh, that is a giveaway. Slightly sloppy. Mohammad Inam robbed by Chalunga. And he as well was trying a bit too much, but comes out safely.
At times it looks comedy of errors. A series of them from both sides.
I think Deepak has been a bit off so far tonight. But of course, a tough test.
He has been wonderful. And of course, being watched by Gurmukh. Back to the bench. Scored the opener last game.
There was a solid challenge, but went down a bit easy. Two big men. But at the same time, you were talking about Gurmukh on the bench, William moving to the bench. You do not really want to change too much with your winning combination.
Well, normally not. They don't have their regular manager, one from Portugal, Koi Amorim. Too easy for Aminu. A lot of missed passes. And Uncle Aurelian keeps it in play. Shahid beaten there without step. But finally cleared away.
Ramsanga dropped in. Ambeka looks to the far side. Akib tried to cushion it back to the keeper, but earns a corner.
Zahid got a knock. The Real Kashmir bench, they're looking happy.
Basit just waving a hi.
That goal was brilliant from Paulo Cesar. Could have got the second one. And this is a bit of lapse. Romavia. Ricochet just winning the second ball. Cleared away. But looks for Uncle Aurelian. He wants to go direct. Chance for Ida. Excellent it is. Remember, thy name is David Castaneda. And he gets his ninth goal into the race for the Golden Boot. Has assisted once. So 10 goal contributions so far. Excellent it was. And you can't allow that space for David Castaneda.
This is the 9th headed goal by Srinidhi Deccan, the highest by any side this season in the league. But what a cross from Uncle Aurelian. And the way he adjusted his body, David Castaneda leaping like a bow to shoot. The bend and the movement of the head, that is how you hunt. Srinidhi are back at level terms.
And again, how important the role of Uncle Aurelian is. He provided his 6th assist for that brilliant cross. Himself has scored 4 goals. So 10 goal contributions by Uncle Aurelian as well. And what great quality this brilliant player from Panama is bringing onto the pitch.
You mentioned 6 assists. Sebastian Gutierrez will be watching. And Douglas Stardin will also have an eye because David Castaneda is stepping up in that Golden Boot race. Another yellow card. A lot of cards on that Real Kashmir bench now being shown.
The bench looking very unsettled. Douglas Sterling still with 11 goals.
Akib with the delivery. Ramsanga, more of a clearance that from him. Just a minute more of regulation time in first half, but a lot will be added on. There was a head injury to Zahid Bukhari. Lovely control by Kamalesa. Trinity fans are back alive right now. And once again offside is Paulo Cesar. 3rd time now.
6 minutes to play for again. Those added minutes. You rightly mentioned that injury to Zahid. Holding on. Paulo Cesar. Abdul Karim. Did he hold on far too long? Possibly, yes.
That is great teamwork from Brandon and Romavia.
But again, the Deccan Warriors, the body language looking very positive. Even after they had conceded a goal, they kept on pressing and pressing very hard. And Real Kashmir at times went for that very low block, but finally punished. And this man, number 11, the blue shirt, David Castaneda, has come to the rescue of his side so many times, even in the past.
Romavia now. Srinidhi on the break. Brandon looking for support. Again, the problem is they're holding on a bit too long.
Again, the peripheral vision has to be good. You need to know who the player is chasing or making it difficult. Aryan Lamba under some pressure, unnecessary. Hardik Bhatt.
Uncle Aurelian, the first touch says it all. The body language positive. He's again seen David Castaneda in the box. He's still looking up. Good work by Ramsanga, not allowing him to cross it in.
Rolly Bonifacia in a sort of a roving role. Aurelian left again. Boba Aminu.
And only Boba Aminu can stop such a cross.
He's too good for those aerial ball. Again, a bit of space. Paulo Cesar rushing up, but Deepak doing well. He is physically strong as well. Certainly the Deccan have never been able to beat Real Kashmir in these I-League fixtures. In fact, they lost the IFA Shield final in Kolkata way back in 15 December 2021, when a comeback from behind victory for Real Kashmir gave them their shield. David Castaneda put the Deccan Warriors ahead. Franz Gonzalez, the 90-minute equalizer. And finally, Mason Lee Robertson scored the winner at the 100th minute.
A chance in the box. Abdul Karim trying to control. Eddie Sabia did well and Tilunga clears.
David Castaneda has been wonderful as ever, falling back to support his defense and moving forward into the right area in the hole to score as well. Rolly Bonifacia. Abdul Karim, good turn.
Almost strong enough, but still Abdul Karim. Haven't seen him shoot from distance much, but this one wasn't far away.
Ishfaq Ahmed would love to go back to the locker room with the lead. Abdul Karim had that little space, eluding Deepak. Took a right footer, but nowhere near the target.
And from that angle, of course, understandable. It was off target, but there is a yellow card on the Srinidhi bench too. Looks like Fabio Ferreira. Faisal Shest in the background offers a smile. All happening on the two benches. A different match going on.
Yes, some on the pitch and some off the pitch. But Ishfaq Ahmed is all throughout very agitated. He was protesting vehemently to the fourth official.
Might be the last attack of the half, but these are the situations when Akib combines with Boba Minu.
He has moved up. Boba Aminu, no chance to head back. Cleared away of all passes, David Castaneda. Bit of physical battle. The final seconds of the injury time being played here. Zahrul Islam would look to the watch. Could be the last piece of action. And that's what he blows to. Abdi. 2-1. So you can never really expect it would be a huge goal difference. Certainly the Deccan right now scored 22 goals and conceded 22. We are underway for the second half. In the blue, the home side, the Deccan Warriors, and the Snow Leopards, Real Kashmir, in the yellow shirts.
Tulunga with an attempt, seeing the keeper slightly off his lines, but the shot was well off target. You've seen Srinidhi score such goals. David Castaneda against Shillong Lechong right from the kickoff mark.
Raleigh. That 1-2 not working well. Blocked by Kamalisa. Now what great part this Kamalisa has been playing in the midfield for the Real Kashmir.
They're having to sacrifice Okranidan because only 4 foreigners allowed on the pitch, and when all 4 were present up front, Boba Aminu was missing. Now he's back.
We are still waiting for that combination of Abhishek Ambekar and David Castaneda. Both combined for those couple of goals from David. Brandon, that touch, one too heavy again. Would be retrieved well. Romavia keeps it alive, but Akib very fierce.
Hardik slices the pass in, almost to perfection, but for Boba Aminu to intervene. Oh, slight mistake by Abhishek. Lets Paulo Cesar run through. A few appeals for foul, but Elisabia this time did not give up.
Well, Paulo Cesar went down far too easy. Referee not interested. Again, a little end-to-end, and what Brandon gestures is put the ball aerially over the top. And there's a makeshift coach Ishan Singh for the Deccan Warriors. Mutually have parted ways. Kui Amorim, the manager arriving from Portugal. And they're faring not too badly. David.
Oh, that poke forward has fallen to Brandon. And doesn't generally take it on his left, and hence was looking for a pass. He's frustrated with himself tonight.
He went far too wide, this Brandon. Up to Kareem, was trying to bulldoze his way through. And this was the second time that a pass gifted back to Brandon in a very advantageous position. This time went nearly to the byline. An angle very tough for him. Once that innocuous back pass from Akib, which should have been converted by Brandon.
And Akib will be the one to take it, but some planning with Asrar Rabar. Akib delivers. And Deepak clears. Trinity can launch a counter if they are clinical enough. It is Brandon again. And Tulunga continues. He has support, but the tracking back was perfect, but they would have probably been better off with the free kick there.
Inam's challenge was wonderful. He made him force to run wide. And that was again Shahid Nazar. And going down is Brandon. Could be some concussion.
But has it been called back for a free kick? It was advantage being allowed.
Yeah, there were a number of blue shirts arriving, but again, the way Mohammad Inam forced him to go a little wide. Hopefully Brandon should be all right. Shahid Nazir, absolutely clash of heads.
The referee was trying to play advantage. Tulunga was stopped, not sure if he has called it back for a free kick. We'll find out. Shahid Nazir also took a knock on his head. It was head to head.
Now these are the situations when the common sense has to come to play. Whenever a concussion injury happens, normally the advantage rule, the best referees do hold back. They stop the game immediately because that's what is the stipulation from FIFA.
Shahid Nazir has been shown a yellow card for that. Straight went on to almost headbang Brandon. Got nothing on the ball. And there's the confirmation of the card. Shahid Nazir goes into the books. Brandon seems all right, even though a very heavy blow. What is the decision? It'll not be a free kick, it'll be a drop of the ball because the phase of play was completed by Tulunga.
David Castaneda playing his 66th I-League match, of which he scored the 44th goal this evening, assisted 9 times. Brilliant. He has a goal more in the I-League Championship stage as well. So that adds up to 70 matches.
Hardik has gone down. Oh, it was Eli Sabia's kick which caught Hardik Bhatt. That is a powerful kick to Hardik's ankle. He was trying to clear the ball. Eli Sabia. And the physio is on for Srinidhi Deccan.
David Castaneda has been, over the years, prolific goal scorer for the Deccan Warriors, but far away from reaching that 100-goal club as far as the foreign players in the I-League is concerned. There's still only 5. Ranti Martins 214, Udafa Kole 179, Yusuf Yakubu 147, Chidi Ere 104, and Jos Ramirez Barreto 101.
Pressure from David, make sure Poba Minu clears that.
And top Indian goal scorer in the I-League. No rocket science. No award for the guest. It's Sunil Chetri. 94 goals. Just followed by Baichung Bhutia, 89.
Abhishek with a long throw. Castaneda's flick. Zahid Bukhari made it look easy. And now he has seen a pass forward.
Paulo Cesar controls well with the chest. But Deepak did well. Back to Eli Sabia. Might be the way he conceded the goal. Couldn't block Paulo Cesar. Questions might be raised. But here is Uncle Aurelian. That bit of acceleration. Lovely cross! Near to goodness. How could he miss it? What a brilliant cross that. Crowd happy. Uncle Aurelian is of course not happy. Oh dear.
What great work by Uncle Aurelian to create that. Beats the defender first. The second one as well. Stays in control on a platter for David Castaneda. How could he not score is a mystery which will never be solved.
Any part of the body could have done. Near to goodness. He would forget to look at the replay. David Castaneda could have given that advantage. The Deccan Warriors have never beaten the Snow Leopards in the I-League.
He cannot believe it, but he has missed a few such sitters this season, even after scoring so many. I think he did the same against Aizawl in that 4-3 dramatic fixture.
But here's something more dramatic happening. Could be some concussion. The ambulance being sent to the pitch. Of course, he's looking very groggy at the moment. Shahid Nazir would need to be rushed. Could be some necessary scans being undertaken. This could be a huge blow. Some worried faces with the yellow shirts.
Yeah, that clash with Brandon. He was the one who made the challenge, but very unfortunate. Well, hopefully he'll be all right and back to the pitch soon. Shahid Nazir.
Well, we all pray for that. Shahid Nazir, again, a brilliant fighter. Will fight back, hopefully. Worry for Isfaq Ahmed as well. Well, they have Haider Yusuf, Salah Safi, the two defenders on the bench.
We'll have a look at that moment again. He was injured earlier. Not sure if there was a knock again, but not really to his full groove. Nothing here. It was the previous move itself where he caught the injury on his head.
Didn't look unusual in that chase to block Uncle Aurelian. And here comes the change we were talking about. Haider Yusuf onto the pitch because Shahid Nazir had to be sent back for some compulsory scans on the checks.
Well, they have to focus and continue, and they'll all hope that Shahid Nazir is back soon on the pitch for the next matches. Akib delivers. Sometimes breaks the focus of a team.
Yeah, at times this sort of incidents can switch you off. Have to stay focused. Ramsanga.
Hasn't been allowed to go too much in attack, Ramsanga. Even though his primary job is defending, but he can create a lot. Now, great trick by Romavia, but he was caught out.
The game entering a very crucial phase here. Oh, lovely chest trap. Romavia and brilliant skill. Again, clipped on the turn. Good long pass, Elisabia. Let's it go. Boba Aminu.
I'm not sure when Ishan Singh will look to the bench. They have the options of Faisal Sheste, William, Chungnunga and Viaktia in attack. Both of them looked very promising last night from the bench. Chunga and Viaktia.
Now both are the teams who normally prefer early skirts. Done well in the first half. At the hour mark, just a couple of goals scored. Honest even. Deccan Warriors coming back from behind. Can they pull it up with a wonderful victory? Chance here, Paulo Cesar. Have to hold up Kamal. That cross blocked well. Abhishek Ambekar. You see the amount of commitment by David Castaneda. Each time there is a pressure on his defense, he falls back in support. He's truly a team man.
That might be trouble for Boba Aminu. Off the ball. What color is the card? Or will there be any card?
Zairul Islam. Little words with his official, the line official. He got a direct red card. Boba Aminu.
Yeah, that was 20 seconds into the game against Trinity Deccan in the reverse fixture.
So little words of caution, thankfully. Boba Aminu remains on the pitch.
Akib with the throw. Sabia heads it out, and that'll be a foul committed by Haider Yusuf. Push from behind on Uncle Aurelian.
Now real Kashmir put some real pressure. Boba Aminu keeps in play. Great work, Akib. Kamalesa, forward pass. Asrar in support. It's just come in fresh. Haider Yusuf, too strong.
Not sure what he was looking for. Atib waits as well on the bench. Not seen almost at all of him this season. He can score goals. Atib Ahmeddar. They also have Ramdin Arwalte. And of course, Krizo. Chilunga clears and has seen a pass forward. And he was trying to go through the defense towards Romavia.
Trying to break again. Real Kashmir. Just had a couple of line breaking passes. This Real Kashmir side. Two sudden switch offs and a very, very sloppy defending. Passing back. Brandon on both the occasions. Couldn't do well. Good long ball again. Couldn't take off Abdul Karim. 9 different goal scorers for Real Kashmir. And Paulo Cesar topping them with 5 goals. Abdul Karim, 3 goals. Aminu Baba, 3 goals. Ramsanga, a couple of goals.
A free kick in a very crucial area. Another head injury here.
Was there an elbow? Mohammad Hamad. He pleads ignorance.
He's saying it was not that powerful to hurt you.
Or was it to the head? Of course, to the neck region.
Yeah, but when you're moving that fast, it might hurt even if it was not intended.
Well, all in good spirit. Nice to see the players smile. Yes, it's fierce competition, but end of the day, you all are sportsmen. And what a lovely situation there for Uncle Aurelian. He stands on the ball. Will he provide one more assist? That would make him the top assist provider this season. Sebastian Gutierrez is 6 assists. So is he. Uncle goes direct, but not being able to bother Zayed.
Yeah, had a bit of curl on it. Went one side of the wall, curled back in. It was more straight and central. Here is Uncle Aurelian. He can wriggle past defenders easy. And David Castaneda had a good hold of Inam.
Mohammad Inam at the end of it. Just checked his run. Had to. And here again, Abdul Karim got a touch. Never had the control on the ball. But received it at such an advantageous position.
Yeah, just somehow got a touch. And Deepak had him covered.
It was a touch and go.
Now the question is, that has always been a question, what is the perfect time to make a change? And again, that question comes to mind. Either delaying the change a bit, because later on there is only little time for the substitutes to make an impact.
Well, that's been the billion-dollar question across the world, any level of game. The best of the best coaches, they all keep worrying what could be the right time. And that's what might be going back in the back of the mind of the technical staff at the bench for Trinity Deccan. Is it time for William Alves to arrive? Will it be Fazal Saiste?
I think they've tried that most of the times after 75, and that is what they will do. They'll stick to the plan, but that's the exact point. Is that a bit late?
Can Crizo replace Abdul Karim?
Yeah, it's been Paulo Cesar so far when Crizo has come on. He's the one who is replaced, but interesting point. If he replaces Abdul Karim, that might be a new equation.
Yes, Crizo has been physical as ever, but still rusty. Here again it opens up. Paulo Cesar. The flag was up. Or just handle it.
Yeah, looked slightly off, but it was probably the handball given. Asrar Rahbar. Nice idea.
Came off a defender of Elis Sabia. Shouldn't have been offside. Was handled it.
Ishfaq in deep thought.
I felt he was collecting his thoughts. Just a quick check. Can we? Can I? Should there be a change? Could we have Crizo on the pitch?
But one man sure coming on is William Oliveira. And of course the suspect will be Rolly Bonifacia.
We haven't seen much of Rolly Bonifacia in the second half. He was very active in the first, but he is proactive, this Uncle Aurelian. And here was that challenge from behind. He's a fierce competitor, this Haider Yusuf. He's fresh, just come in.
Wally to deliver. Elisabia with the leap. And before Brandon could reach it, and Boba clears, they'll still have a chance maybe. No one on the wide right.
Fast approaching the last quarter. That could decide all how both the sides they go through with the planning, the game management. Ramsanga, little far too away. Easy for Aaron Lamba.
Brandon switches play to Romavia. Thinking of a shot for a moment maybe. Hadek only finds Boba Amino.
Takes no chance. There's movement in the Deccan Warriors bench. Warmed up. Ready to arrive. Should be William Alves to replace Rolly Bonifacia, the one we were talking about.
Yeah, much needed change. Now William Oliveira can impact the game with his ability to hold up play and the menace he creates with his physicality in the box. And with Boba Minu out there, it was much necessary. Sloppy, very sloppy communication.
Possession almost shed. The players would be moving on for a water break. Mandatory because of the high temperature.
Yeah, meanwhile, we'll try and have a look at both the goals scored in the game so far. This was the first one. Shahid Nazir playing the ball forward. Abdul Karim's touch to Paulo Cesar. The first touch setting him up, and the second touch just coolly done.
Isn't that opened up? Again, took the ball away from El Sabia. He never matched to the speed of Paulo Cesar, and this was a moment. The one who creates moments. Uncle Aurelian, lovely delivery, inch perfect, and David Castaneda converts that 9th headed goal for the Deccan Warriors this season.
I think that is a weakness exposed as well for Boba Aminu. It was just in front of him. We've seen when the aerial balls are floated in, Boba Aminu is the favourite all the times. But this delivery was not over Boba Aminu. It was just in front of him. And if he wants to get a header to that, he has to come across the attacker and try and get inside. So in that case, the attacker has a chance. So that is something teams will work on.
Yeah, that's a perfect point you mentioned. Anything ahead of him is a difficulty, especially those players too tall. The center of gravity is high. You saw at times for those sort of balls, it has to be a front-headed clearance, has to nudge down.
Yeah, and when there's a man in front of you, it is difficult to do that.
But this time it fell direct to David Castaneda. Was in perfect position. Just a flick of the head and to the back of the net. Excellent.
Okay. Finds Paulo Cesar. We have entered the final quarter. It is still all square, 1-1.
Again, coming into the last quarter of an hour. Asrar delivers 2 away from Paulo Cesar. With scoreline, Sunidhi Deccan 1, Real Kashmir 1. When would be the real drama? Such long clearance. Kamalisa puts it out of play. A double change happening for Real Kashmir. We do see Ramdena coming in. And Paulo Cesar making room for Krizo. And Mamadinam for Ramdena.
And that's been the go-to change now in the last few matches. Ramdina coming in for Inam and Krizo coming in for Paulo Cesar.
Well, some would have felt it should have been the other way around. But maybe because of the physicality of Abdul Karim. And we can see Paulo Cesar started struggling. He limps off the goal scorer. That was superb the way he scored. Great composure.
So, will we see some Krizo brilliance here at the Deccan Arena? We have seen some at the Tilak Maidan last season. From the halfway line. Oh, Elisabia is not happy with that decision, but there was his hands on Krizo's back. On Krizo's shoulder, trying to leap up. Very interesting position. There you see, climbing on to Krizo.
This man from Cote d'Ivoire has been one of a football traveller, been across clubs. But here should be one from Ramsanga. He's scored a couple of goals. Can he do it now? Left foot, directly. Great save once again. Excellent stuff that. Was curling and dipping through the near post. Unbelievable.
And Ramsanga has been exceptional. That was right into the top corner. Parried away by Aryan Lamba. Had his eyes on the ball. And there is a reason why he has been able to bench an experienced keeper like Obed CK.
Akib, the go-to man. Far post, chance for a header. Ellis Sabia clears, not too far away. And that was a toe poke again. What was it trying, Ramdina? Trying to curl it?
He was trying to go for that Rabona pass. The Trivella pass, rather, with the outside of the boot, trying to curl it towards Krizo. That's why he straight away apologized.
Krizo hasn't scored this season. He scored 21 I-League goals to his credit. Has scored once in the Durand Cup as well. This Krizo. He scored a couple of goals for the Churchill brothers in 11 matches he played for the club.
Ramsanga floats it in. There was something off the ball.
Final 9 minutes of regulation time. Could be some happening moments here.
Now Castaneda asks for a free kick, which was given on the other end. Not given this time. Tulunga to Abhishek. Romavia. They're combining well. Hardik. Romavia has seen players in the box.
Not delivered perfectly, either Yusuf. Job easy. Real Kashmir from here travel to the EMS Corporation Stadium, the Malabar Coast. They take on Gokulam, Kerala. Again an hour fixture, 12th of this month. That's thrown deep and long. But just a final leap from Zahid Bukhari.
And a yellow card for Uncle Aurelian because he tried to stop the pass from the keeper and got a touch to it as well.
Quite unnecessary. The Deccan Warriors, they also are on the road to travel to Shillong. That's a confirmation. Uncle Aurelian, 14th of this month. They take on Shillong Lajong on a day bedecked with love, they call it. And it will be festivity, of course, in Shillong, the Valentine's Day.
I'm sure they haven't forgotten anything about that 5-5 fiery fixture.
Would be no love lost, can be guarantees. Dunton pleading to the referee. The card is out. Been too many stoppages this match.
Especially in the second half. That was clearly way off the ball.
And that's, of course, this cards, the stoppages. Akib this time goes to the referee's book. Just hampering the general flow of the game. Takes away the tempo. Elisabia. Good dead ball left. Meant for David.
Not sure why Srinidhi are not yet making too many changes. Sometimes it's not just about the personnel quality or tactics, it's sometimes about fresh legs as well at this stage of the game. And when you have such a good bench, why not? Only one change, and he's in the box.
Uncle Aurelian. Just kissing the hands of or the palm of the keeper, Zahid Bukhari. A lot of pressure.
He has scored an Olympic already this season. Enough from Zahid Bukhari. What can he do from the other end, Uncle Aurelian? Surely we'll look for William or David Castaneda.
Is the winner coming? Right foot! Chance for a header. William arrived. And quickly back into the attack. Kamalisa, done well. Telanga, the role he has been performing consistently.
Excellent from Pranton. Romavia rather, now Pranton. William. Brandon has continued his run. Falls to Pranton. Shrugged away by Ramsanga.
Asking question there. William, a great ball in. Brandon just a little away. So near. Just failed to reach it. Could be the change happening. A little too late.
Biaktia getting ready. But exactly the point. Very rarely do we see a player do something in such little time. Falls to Ramtina. Not enough on that shot. Too weak. The thought was right the first timer.
Elisabia taking so much of time in Ramdina. Quickly on that ball. He can try different tricks. This Ramdina. Biaktia to come in. He loves scoring goals. Could be too late for him. Romavia. The change happening finally.
He's got very good feet. And Biaktia was shining with Sudeva a couple of years ago and was with Srinidhi since last season. Scored a couple of goals coming off the bench after 81.
He's hardly got game time. This Biaktia. Akib, he has been present as always. Started in all the games. Great turn that. Biaktia. But again to the wrong area. Hurried up.
Abdul Karim. Kamalisa has seen Krizo. Krizo in the area is always dangerous.
This is what I was mentioning before. Krizo, little rusty. Still not that much fit.
Went out of play, I believe. lateral on.
Clumsy with his touches. Needs some more time on the practice pitch to get into the groove, the one we know about.
William Oliveira trying to apply pressure. There's almost no time for the substitutes to make impact now. But they still can, but it is always a gamble.
Could be some time more added. Injury time. Changes happening again. Some movements on the bench.
It is Basit Ahmed Fat coming on to replace Asrar Rahbar.
This boy also loves scoring goals. Not getting too much of game time. Will Kashmir, can they launch forward? Could we have some David Castaneda magic?
Uncle Aurelian and David Castaneda was in the mix, and that is why Mohammad Ahmad needed to clear.
Yeah, no nonsense defending. Didn't take a chance. 6 minutes at least. Shown by Mithun Kumar Kundu, the fourth official.
Can we expect him to go direct again?
Can he? He's with the wind, supporting him. Curls in. Far post. Again, little punch away. And he punches the air. Zahid was injured.
Yeah, they have studied that plan. They've done their homework. Zaid Bukhari knew what Uncle Aurelian was going to try.
Yes, very clever. And at times the keepers may be caught unaware. Goes from the other end. Back-to-back corner kicks. This time with the right foot.
Uncle Aurelian. Srinidhi have the ball. We're into additional time. Just enough on that poke. But Ramsanga covers, and that is why we mentioned the battle of the two best defensive midfielders in the league, Ramsanga and Tulunga.
With a draw, Real Kashmir reached 20 points. Deccan Warriors reach 16. Doesn't help both the sides' cause.
But I think given that this is Srinidhi's home match and they are more in need of the 3 points, they should come all out.
Again, chance for a header. Bassett headed the wrong way.
Uncle Aurelian.
Real Kashmir finding it difficult to get the ball out of their own half. So much of pressure.
William being constantly marked. Uncle Aurelian. Biaktia lays it up to Lunga. A pile driver, but off target.
Tried to put a lot of power on that. Chilunga could have done well. That ball of the ricochet. Lovely setup. Biaktia set him up. Good layoff, but not converted well. Had so much of punch into it. So again, Kamal Issa has to make room for Akran Idan. Rather tactical change. Run down the clock.
I mean, possibly. They're trying to settle for a point away from home. 20 wouldn't be as bad as to lose everything. Even though it doesn't help, but they'll still stay in the mix.
Crizo set up. Bassett, angle too wide. Covered well. Brilliant. Bit of pressure again on the Deccan Warriors defense. And one felt Bassett still not properly warmed up. Not that quick feet there.
And Will Kashmir have to be aware that they do not give away possession for a counter.
Paulo Cesar back to the bench. Chance for a header. That was going in. Brilliant again. What a great save that. Excellent.
The top reflexes from the keeper. The chance is still on. But this time, Srinidhi have won it back. There is pace up front. There is Uncle Aurelian's quality. Opted for Brandon. Takes it a bit wide. Gets it back as well. Brandon to Uncle Aurelian. Tried a bit too much. Had Biaktia in support. Oh well, he might win it.
Wouldn't. He tried his best. Biaktika. And this was a moment. Excellent that. Chance for a header. Abdul Karim. And what a great save that. Absolutely brilliant. Aryan Lamba.
Oh, slightly awkward by Deepak. But Srinidhi have a chance. William Oliveira is on it, but again a bit wide.
He goes wide and double block. But Uncle Aurelian would deliver. But straight onto the... Just come in. Hamad done well. Chance for a handball. The referee blows. The final 20 seconds and could be some more added. Is it going to be once again a draw?
Looks like the way things are at the moment. And I would say Srinidhi just haven't done enough in attack.
The reverse fixture. Found 4 goals. 2-all at the end. Could be the same story. Zairul Islam looks at the watch. Could be the last movement. The flag stays down or is it up? Criso moving into good position there.
Yeah, but that should be it. Hasn't been too many stoppages. Clearly offside.
By miles. Should not be too unhappy, Ishfaq Ahmed, with a point on the road. You mentioned correctly. Instead of losing 3. But that's what, still, this season, nothing decided so far. The reverse picture